Hey there, my name is Tracee, and I am a holistic health coach, mom of three wonderful teenage, well, almost 20, or actually 20 boys, and an entrepreneur. And my goal is to inspire you to live your very, very best life. Love yourself to health and increase your energy, eat clean, and move your body so that you can get fit. Fitness is my favorite form of Prozac. So for many of you who are already on my program, I want to have your little check-in time. How is everything going? How is your strength training going from last week's video? Your mindset from the week before? And how's your carb cycling? So kind of check in with yourself and see where you are from this point. And please, please, please always be writing in your journal. The only way that we can learn from our mistakes is if we review what's going on, what went right, what went wrong, and then tweak it till we get it right, okay? So this week we're talking about cardio. So our heart is a muscle, just like our biceps and our quads and everything else, but our heart is a muscle, and so it must be worked. Now, many of you are already doing cardio, but people ask me frequently, well, what kind of cardio should I do? And I think you guys pretty much know why you need to do it, but I'm going to review some more reasons, okay? So why do we need to do it? Well, number one, heart disease is the biggest killer of both men and women. And since our heart is a muscle, we need to work it. So cardiovascular will reduce the risk of heart disease, improve your blood cholesterol and your triglyceride levels, improve your heart function, reduce your risk of osteoporosis, and improve muscle mass. And that was on WebMD. Okay, so why else should we do cardio? Well, according to Mayo Clinic, because it's burning your fat, burning calories, improves your mood, boosts your energy, promotes better sleep, and it will put the spark back into your sex life. And it's fun, okay? Love those ones. And then lastly, Live Strong. They add to that list, it improves your concentration, reduces tension, which to me is super important because stress is one of the biggest toxins to our health and wellness. It also releases feel-good hormones, which are endorphins, so it makes you feel better, reduces your appetite, and it helps your body use that stored fat for energy. Okay, very, very important. Now, there's essentially two different types of cardio, and one of them is called high-intensity interval training, and the other is fat burning. And you can do either of those types in various ways. So, for instance, walking, running, biking, elliptical, stairs, hiking, rollerblading. I'm sure you have plenty of other things that you can add to that list. You can take any of those and make them high intensity interval training, or you can make them into a fat burning, and we'll cover how to do that. So what is high intensity intervals? It is essentially alternating between speed work and recovery intervals. And what it will do is increase the overall intensity of your workout. So for instance, if I told you to go out and run at a really, really fast pace, you wouldn't be able to keep up that run at that fast pace. But if I said, go and run hard for a minute and then walk for a minute, you could probably do that, okay? So what does high intensity interval do? It works your heart, it boosts your metabolism far after the workout is done, okay? So you're boosting your metabolism up to a higher point, and then that will carry you out throughout the day. So for instance, say you got on, say, a stationary bike, and say you're doing 5 minutes of warm-up, and then you pick it up a little bit. So say you're at a level 5, you do that for a minute, level 6 for another minute, level 7 for a minute, and then you drop back down to level 5. Okay, so that would be an example. Or maybe you're out walking. So say you're gonna do a walk for a minute, then jog for a minute, and then run for a minute, and then drop back down to do a walk for a minute. And then you would just repeat that little circuit, say 5 times. And if you did that, that would be about a 25-minute workout. So maybe you need to only do it 2 times or 3 times. But if you can get in, trying to do like about 30 minutes of cardio, that's good. Now for the more advanced exercisers, I would say, up it, do 30, 45, to an hour of interval training. Now, fat burning cardio, that is more at a steady pace. So your heart rate is going to be a lot lower than it would be at a high intensity interval training. It would be approximately 60 to 70% of your maximum heart rate. Now, the way you determine your max is you would take 220 minus your age, and then that number is your maximum heart rate. So to figure out your range, you would take that max and times it by 0.6 and 0.7. So that would be your range. So for me, my fat burning range is about 115 to 120. Now, when you're doing fat burning cardio, your body will primarily burn fat as fuel to sustain your activity. Okay, so oftentimes we burn stored carbohydrates, which we call glycogen, or sometimes you can get into your muscle and be burning muscle too. But when you do this steady pace, you're really focusing on fat burning. So, like I said, on the stationary bike, you would do 95 to 100 RPMs. My heart rate is about 115 to 120, and the goal would be to do it for a whole hour. And you are burning lots and lots of fat. And what I would do is, if say on a given day I go to the gym, I would do my weights first, and then my weight training is going to deplete my stored glycogen. So then I jump on the bike, and the only thing left to burn for fuel would be the fat. So that is a win-win. So I always like to do fat burning cardio after my weights. So an example workout would be, so Monday you would do your weight training and then your fat burning cardio, okay? Then Tuesday you would do HIIT training, and I like to do stuff like yoga, okay? And then Wednesday again, Friday again, you'd repeat that, and then Thursday do like maybe HIIT and Pilates, something like that. And then Saturday, maybe you would just do like an hour to an hour and a half of all fat burning, okay? That will really, really boost your fat burning levels up, doing like a 90-minute fat burn. And then always take a day off just so your body can renew, refresh, restore, and be ready to jump on a hardcore workout again on Monday, okay? So choose one or two things to focus on this week. Maybe you're going to try to do a high intensity interval training, see how you feel. Then do a fat burning cardio, see how you feel. And then schedule in your journal that you're going to be able to mix it up. So I really feel it's important to always mix up your workouts. Maybe, like every week, do things a little bit differently. I never like to do anything 2 days in a row. I love boot camp, as you guys know. But I don't like to do boot camp Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I would rather do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, something like that. So always be tricking your body. Pick one thing that you want to do or two things that you want to do differently and put them in your journal. So please post any of your questions on this video on the Facebook page, High Energy Girl. And we will have a live Q&A conference call on Monday. Now, my goal is going to be to post these videos earlier than the weekend so you have a longer period of time to watch them before our conference call. And I'm always going to make them short, so then that way, I know that at least I do. I have total ADD when it comes to watching long things. So anyways, I'm just going to keep the content really short, and then we'll keep the conversation going and alive on the High Energy Girl page, okay? So in our live Q&A conference call is Monday at 5:30 Pacific. Okay, that would be 8:30 Eastern. And the number and the meeting ID are right here on your screen. So it's not going to be me teaching and preaching. It's going to be you guys asking questions. So please come to the call with questions. Now, the first part of it will be all on cardio, and then we'll go back. So we'll also answer questions on strength, on mindset, and things that we've already covered, okay? So hopefully you guys are having a wonderful weekend, and look forward to chatting with you on Monday.